Hello everyone, my name is Eugenie Aikens, and for my internship during dialogue, I will be working with the National Union of Students. The National Union of Students is an incredible organization that works to empower students to better shape themselves and their futures. Focused in the realm of education, the National Union of Students, also known as NUS, works to fight discrimination, isolation, and injustice within schools. Working together with millions of students in the United Kingdom, NUS cares for student issues through student-driven campaigns and projects. These missions, campaigns, and research reflect the issues that matter to students and empower them to make policy changes. This organization has been working since 1922 alongside many student unions within the UK to defend and protect student rights. Since its creation 9 decades ago, NUS has partnered with more than 600 student unions. The organization was founded out of the University of London by Iveson McAdam, with original founding members of the unions of University of Birmingham, Imperial College of London, London School of Economics, and Birkbeck College. Their primary social issues have changed and evolved over time, from fair trade to financing, higher education, and sustainability and mental health. The organization has come a long way in terms of policies that are important to them. For example, in the 1930s, foreign travel and protections became important to the organization, and they founded NUS Travel, a commercial activity and initiative to protect students' possessions and vehicles during travel. 20 years later, NUS addressed another major issue, which led the organization to a turning point. At the time, the organization held a no-politics stance, which was expressed in their constitution. With the decision to incorporate political discourse into their campaigns, a new face of the organization was created. The organization has gone on to be part of the UK's labour movement, liberation, and anti-apartheid movements. NUS was even the first national body to pass policy in favour of gay rights in 1977. In 2012 specifically, NUS created the LGBTQ+ campaign. The overarching social issue that NUS is addressing is the protections of students within the United Kingdom, in particular students within their partnered student unions. The organization has 5 social policy zones, including further education, higher education, society and citizenship, union development, and welfare. Within these zones, they work to defend the rights of marginalized students, including Black students, disabled students, LGBTQ+, trans students, and women. The current issue in which NUS is researching is the connections between sustainability and mental health. This is the project that I have been assigned to during my time with the National Union of Students. Through my presentation of NUS, it is clear that this organization is doing a lot in terms of social justice for students within the United Kingdom. In the rest of this presentation, I will focus on the necessity of NUS's research in the realm of sustainability and mental health, as well as the work that has already been completed. In 2013, NUS received £5 million to put towards their sustainability project within England. NUS is looking for ways in which they could better promote and support mental health problems through their sustainability work. They are also looking to quantify the impact that they have made both towards sustainability and mental health care. Additionally, they're looking at links between growing food and mental health in students. This is a new initiative, and they are seeking funding for this research. These programs are vital as the care of mental health in students and the state of our environment are both depleting. Both lack research, funds, and dedication from organizations. Recently, in 2015, the United Nations recognized mental health and well-being in the Global Development Agenda. Like NUS, the United Nations Sustainable Development Agenda is taking action for people, the planet, and prosperity. It is amazing to see that the mission behind NUS's new project is being backed by the UN. But it is daunting to realize how historical this social issue is and how much work is still left to be done. The issue of mental health is nothing new. According to the World Health Organization, 1 in 4 people in the world are affected by mental or neurological disorders during their lives. At a cost to stigma, discrimination, and neglect, more than 2/3 of people living with mental illnesses never seek out professional help. There are currently 40% of countries with no mental health policy in place, and 25% of countries have no mental health legislation. Like mental health, there's a lot to be explored in the world of sustainability. Organizations like NUS are excited about establishing a link between the two, as it appears that sustainability initiatives enhance health, just as health supports sustainability goals. According to the UN, mental health is poorly resourced at the present. There is immense need for policy that supports mental health issues as well as sustainability efforts. There are terrible amounts of burden created when we do not make efforts to take care of the mentally ill and for our planet. Mental illness accounts for 13% of the global burden of disease. More than 80% of the people living with mental disorders are living in low-income to middle-income housing. Without care, these individuals are more likely to commit or attempt to commit suicide. There have been multiple efforts in British policy towards mental health. Some include the Mental Health Act of 1983, which was reformed in 2017, that created protections over interventions for people receiving treatment for mental disorders in hospitals, as well as the Positive and Safe Program, the Health and Social Care Act of 2012, and the Race and Disparity Audit, all of which work to regulate mental health care, making sure patients are well protected and well advised. The generalized views on mental health in the United Kingdom vary from those in the United States. There is currently more stigma of mental health within the US. A reason behind this, according to Richard Havis for Talkspace, could be the outspokenness of Royal Prince Harry, who stated he sought out therapy after the death of his mother, Princess Diana. But these changes in perception are recent, as historically mental health has been more stigmatized within the UK over the United States. Both countries lack funding for mental health care, and in both there is an overall lack of acknowledgement for the severity of mental health. When compared to developing countries, the US and the UK are miles ahead, but more can be done. I question whether this is an issue with just stigma or lack of governmental policy, and I argue it is both. As an intern, I hope to implement positive change within mental health policy and be able to expand the funding options for this campaign. I look forward to expanding policy for marginalized students and raising awareness for the importance of mental health care and sustainability. This work matters because it will investigate in new and inventive ways of coping and living with mental illnesses, which could be through sustainable efforts of growing, planting, and gardening foods and plants, which will be a way to help our planet at the same time. So what do all of you think about the connection between sustainable efforts such as gardening and planting and their connection to mental health? Do you have any other ideas that could benefit and support students with mental health issues? And also, how do we combat this stigma that continues to thrive in terms of mental health care?